Good morning, millennials. Excuse us, we're just a little tardy for the party because we're so busy launching our billion-dollar merch brand.
We're so excited. As you guys know, or maybe we're curious about, obviously merch is going live today, and it's going live on this show as we end.
So it is merch day. We told you February 14th. So many new styles, new collections, bringing back some favorites. The pop sockets, the hat that I'm wearing in a few different colors, some new pop sockets, some new hats.
We posted a picture from 3 years ago of us wearing Scenes hats that we made for ourselves, like when we were just excited to be Scenes, and then everyone assumed it was new merch, so we just made it new merch.
So we made it too, yeah. So you can get a Steens hat. We got new pop sockets, new t-shirts, very cool, accessories. We got bumper stickers, we got notebooks. So just make sure at the end of the show you head to shopmorningtoast.com. It is unlimited stock, so nothing can sell out for 24 hours. So you'll only be able to get this stuff for 24 hours. Sorority sweatshirts are back by demand,
The sorority sweatshirt is like the coolest thing ever. So many people were like, I already own one, but now I want to get an oversized one to wear with thigh-high boots and be Ariana Grande. Yeah. And you know what? Ariana Grande, I don't know if she knows about the toast, but she would be a toaster if she had the time. Oh, totally. And she does not have the time.
And what I love about the sweatshirts, for a million reasons, is that they're $40. And every sweatshirt, merch-wise, is like $60 plus. So I'm really proud of the fact that we have a quality sweater for $40.
Yeah, we try to make it, as economical for you toasters as possible because we love you and we just want to give back to you and we love you so much. That's why the merch is dropping on Valentine's Day. And you know what, hopefully you will get gifts aplenty, but you should treat yourself and buy something for yourself. And I think that's the gift of the toast.
The Galentine's Day.
Galentine's Day. That's a word that I try not to let come out of my mouth.
You know what? That's a word invented by losers. I'm sorry. It's not, if you don't have a Valentine, that's totally fine. But to make yourself feel like you have to hang out with your girlfriends, it's perfectly fine to be by yourself too.
I feel like Galentine's Day was invented by, honestly, corporate sponsors who are
It is a national day. February 13th is Galentine's Day. In your planner, it probably says it.
No, and I feel like it was made by Bank of America. Trying to get in on a trend,
Yeah, shop our sale for Galentine's Day.
Saying it feels like a kick in the stomach.
It is the lamest thing ever. Does this hat look cool on the stream? What do I look like? Weenie? Should I take it off?
Oh, no, you look cool. You look, honestly, like a counselor.
I know, but I spent a good amount of time on my hair. Is it being ruined?
No, and it's bringing out the scarf. And remember last year on Valentine's Day, I wore all pink and you wore all black, and it was we were the two types of girls on Valentine's Day.
Well, I literally forgot, and I wore all black today, but then I just threw this scarf on because it was my Valentine's Day gift that I literally requested from Ben, and I love it so much, and now it matches my hat, and it's very a Valentine's.
And it's merch day, so people need a constant reminder that after the show's over, you don't have to go back to the water cooler with Sally. You can go shopping online.
You can go shop for merch, 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 merch. I love me some merch, 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 merch. The morning toast, merch, 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 merch. Makes the best merch, 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 merch.
I love our merch. When we get it, when you guys get it, we order it
with everyone else.
With everyone else, so I get just as excited, and then I literally wear it every day.
You know what? And usually I get it for free. I think I'm gonna place an order this time.
No, I'm gonna place an order because I feel weird. Not I can be a chaza on my own merch store, right. But I feel weird asking.
Into our own.
I need at least 7 Don't Worry Be Toasty shirts. I need one for every day of the week because I'm always worried when I shouldn't be, and I shouldn't be being monkey. I should be being toasty.
I couldn't agree more. So I will be doing the same.
And you know what? Sometimes it's Don't Worry Be Toasty. 5 days in a row.
I don't even have a car, but I'm getting bumper stickers for my apartment.
I'm getting bumper stickers to put on my ass cheek. So when I walk down the street, people will honk at me.
I'm totally here for it.
No, if I had a car, I would have bumper stickers for sure, but I wouldn't be a million bumper stickers
No, so sad. Coexist.
But
that one, for some reason, it's a great message. I stand behind the message completely, and how every letter is a different religious and it's beautiful, the message, don't get me wrong. But there's something about it that is so fucking ugly, and it's it only is on the back of terribly old janky
station
cars.
Wagons.
It's if you have a Coexist sticker on your bumper, your car doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something wrong inside with your car that's being affected on the outside by the sticker.
We should make for our next merch shop, revamped Coexist
Oh my God,
stickers.
I love that idea with palm trees and make it so toasty.
Yeah, but same message.
Don't get me wrong. I love the message. I'm here for the message. I just think aesthetically it could use an update.
Yeah, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking about the message, coexist, why should we just exist together?
No, co-live.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God, this is such a good idea.
Okay, maybe we can add it to the store.
I'll call Zoe. Hold on. Oh my God.
Anyways, this is such an exciting show. There's so much to be done. Obviously the Fast Five. Obviously we have to talk about ourselves. Obviously we have shows to recap. I watched Siesta Key.
But also we got rushed a little bit yesterday because we wanted to make sure Melissa had enough time. Today, the day
But
is
also,
ours.
it's my last show as a single woman.
Oh my God, yay, we have
And
tomorrow off.
It's so apt that it's Valentine's Day.
That is
I
so
really
true.
am a Galentine today.
But did you intentionally get married this week because it's Valentine's Day?
It was part of the thought. I just think like a Valentine's Day wedding is so sweet.
So cute.
But you know who gets married on a Thursday?
A lot of people, actually.
So we're getting married this weekend.
A lot of people get married on Thursdays.
Oh my God, imagine if I was getting married tonight.
That'd be great.
I wouldn't be prepared.
No, I have too big of a headache. I woke up with a headache. The worst.
Do I know?
I
Every
need one of
day.
your patches. We're going to your apartment after.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your last show as a single lady. Is there anyone you want to make out with? Anyone? What do you want to do?
Hey guys. No, I think I'm okay for now.
Okay.
But maybe after I get
That would
married.
be wild. You know what's
Maybe
so
after
funny?
I get married.
If you made out with someone today on the show, Zach would never know.
Never.
Because Ben doesn't watch, so he wouldn't tell him.
No, there's a chance like one of his home friends, girlfriends watches and is like, maybe you should tell Zach.
I have to say something. I love the toasters because they're the best. I mean,
Okay.
obviously they're the best for a million reasons.
Of course.
But last night I went to dinner at Indochine, which like I used to hear about Indochine, and they went there on the Carrie Diaries. Like I literally didn't know it was still a
Yeah,
thing.
and like no one showed up.
But it's so pop. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
so it was a great restaurant because she finally got a serving of justice.
it was packed for Fashion Week, and it's like one of those restaurants that, like
By the way, I feel like you're always there.
I've
You've
only-
been there before.
Only once for
Okay.
Anna's birthday, and there was nothing to eat. Like if you don't eat meat, I literally ate rice. My
Okay.
favorite. So it was the best restaurant ever. But so I mean, it was popping. It was Fashion Week. I was sitting at a table. And you know who's at the table next to me? Mr. Klein, comma Calvin, the man himself. Like it was just popping, and like literally. These two toasters came up to me and they were like, "We love the toast." And I was like, "Are you talking to me?" Like I was literally surrounded by like the coolest people, like just in the restaurant. And the toasters came over to me, and like they didn't even know it, but my inflated sense of self like was just at an all-time high.
Wow.
And then even at the party that I went to afterwards, Paris's birthday, so many toasters.
At the party?
Yes, Nikki was like, "Want to introduce my friend?" So I'm cool, and I'm like, "Hi, Nikki," a friend of Nikki Hilton. I could be nice to.
I could be nice.
She's like, they love the toast. I'm like, did Nikki Hilton just say the toast?
Wow.
No, toasters were ablaze last night.
I'm
Like,
telling
make me
you.
look so cool in front of my cool friends.
We've got toasters in high
We really do.
places. We really do.
No, there were some mad high toasters. I mean, like high class. Sorry.
Very fun. That was just like when we were at Bergdorf's and we were admiring the new Judith Lieber
Oh my
collection
God.
because it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And we are looking at these little pig and we're like, "Oh my God." And then the woman at the desk, the counter was like, "Oh my God, it's you guys."
Well, she said, "Oh my God," and I was like, "I know, it's such a cute pig." I thought that's what she was saying because she's not our typical demographic.
No.
And I was like, "I know, it's so cute, right?" She goes, "I love you guys," and I was like,
You
Bergdorf-
recognize us?
Judith Lieber. What? You? It was honestly, I was like, we were thirsting out. We're like, for free bags. We're like, yeah, hit us up, Judith.
And like we had been walking around Bergdorf's like, with our backpacks and no respect.
Yeah. Well,
And-
actually, you had a backpack. I didn't.
Okay, but like you still got no respect somehow.
No, none whatsoever. With our I know why. I was wearing snow boots.
Oh yeah. It was the snowiest day ever.
I mean, it's very hard to get respect at Bergdorf's regardless,
Period.
like only if you're Beyonce. But the backpack and the snow boots really didn't help our cause.
No, I wore all my ski gear because I knew I had to walk 10 blocks that day and it was snowing. So I wore my moon boots. I wore my ski coat because it's also the only jacket I have that has a hood. So the only thing I didn't have on was ski pants, but I looked like I was heading to the mountain.
No, literally with your backpack. And by the way, not only that, it's like you could have gotten away with your puffer and your backpack. Puffer, neon yellow. Backpack, neon orange. Like you were just a shining light of shame.
Right, and then also I had to take my makeup off to get my eyelashes tinted, so my skin is 12 different colors and my eyelashes are done, and I really looked like a drug addict.
But meanwhile, the toasters made us look cool in 10 seconds.
So thank you, toasters, per usual. That's why we give back on a day like today, Valentine's Day. Remember the last merch drop we did was my birthday because we just love celebrating you guys on days
Wow, it's
about
been a
us.
while.
It has been a while, but
Because we wanted this one to be like really like new, cool stuff, and it took us a while to come up with different designs.
yeah, and I've just been so busy, and I'm just so excited to get married, obviously, to be a wife and start my life, but also to get back to work because planning a wedding has been taken up like probably 7/8 of my day every day. And I just have so many emails and more things I can be doing on the toast once I'm done with my other job.
That's so crazy. It's like you're gonna realize how long the days are.
No, I know. Right now I feel every day I think about that meme that's like you have as many hours in the day as Beyonce. I'm like, I feel like one of those people that's like, I don't have enough hours in the day. And I
hate
never,
people like that.
oh, because they used to just be like, these days are so long.
The life never
is
ends.
so long. And I just used to remember like sitting on my couch thinking about, oh wow, it's only 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I haven't had one of those days in a while, but I'm sure that's like a hyper relevant for you.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a crazy day because I did 2 workouts in one day. And it was
And I had a really similar day. Like, I did no workouts in one day.
no, but you supported me.
That's true.
You
No, I
know?
watched your Instagram story, so I felt like I was there.
Right. So I did the Live Method, my final Live Method workout. And you know what? I started working out with the Live Method 5 weeks ago, and I crammed 12 workouts into 5 weeks. I think that's pretty good. Plus, I do a Soul Cycle once a week.
Wow.
So that's like 5 plus 12.
I
That's
mean,
17 workouts in.
Ben literally came home yesterday. He was like, Jackie is so skinny.
When did he see it?
I
On
don't
my
know.
story?
I don't know.
You know what's so mean? Someone
What?
on one of my stories, and like I don't even want to talk about the one hater.
I know, but you
But
have to.
she's actually a fan, so I don't even know if she knew
that hurts the most.
So she wrote, I was doing my things, and she goes, I spy a fupa. And I was like, it's just like, you can't even be a human being because my stomach, yes, when I squat, my stomach goes over and then up and over and up. And like, I literally was just floored, and I went obviously to her profile, ready to screenshot a picture and be like, you mean like this one?
Oh my God, that's so mean.
I actually didn't have the time to get with my comeback. So if you're watching, because I know you're a true fan, because the other messages to me had been nice. So I don't even know if you knew how insulting that was, but it was insulting. And go look at your own profile. I'm going to zoom in on some fupas for you.
Oh my God, I'm shook to my core.
And then yesterday,
that is the meanest thing. As someone who is so self-conscious of their fupa, I'm always talking about my fupa. If you guys don't know, fupa stands for fat upper pelvic area. It's like right above your vagina. It's like a little belly fat. It's the most, it's always being exposed for me. It's like my biggest problem. I can't believe someone said that to
and
me.
I don't have a fupa complex, so it didn't bother me so much. Like there are other things
that
she could have said. No, but like when my stomach, like I have a little pouch, and I always have. If I lose weight, the pouch gets smaller, but the pouch never goes away. And you know what? One day it's going to be a beautiful home for my embryos of children, and so for that reason, I don't mind it.
Okay.
But so it didn't like bother me because that's not a trigger for me. But I was just like, you animal, and there's hundreds of I get so many comments every day about people like just so supportive, like you look incredible, like just hyping me up, and then it's always just that one.
No, I mean not only that one. That's like the most evil thing anyone could say.
Right? And the craziest part is, I don't even think she was an evil person.
No, I think like sometimes that happens. Like some people just like say stuff and they don't realize like how the nature of what they're saying is pure evil.
Right. But anyways, I did the Live Method, and then there was an Ariana Grande Soul Cycle with Nicholas, 5:30, our favorite instructor. He does Musical Mondays, and he was doing an Ariana Grande class, so we had to go.
Of course.
But I wasn't going to cancel my other workout, so I just did 2 in one day, and I was feeling it. It was really hard.
How good did you sleep last night?
I slept really, really great. But like some songs I was struggling, but then, he played 7 Rings, and I'm like...
Breakfast at Tiffany's and Bottles of Bubbles.
And then he played Thank You, Neff, and...
It sent you over the edge.
It sent me over the edge. So it was a great song, but it was my I'm not working out again until the wedding, which I'm just so excited about. Let the body heal. But these past 5 weeks have been very, very physical. I've never worked out so much in my life. Mm-hmm. And, if you're going to work out, the only thing you have to do is just track every movement, every pound lost, every inch lost.
Yeah, no, like if you're going to work out, you want to get all the credit for it. Like
right.
All the pounds, all the calories, all the attention.
So I told you guys I was using Noom to just track my weight loss journeys. And it's just been so fulfilling because not only do I look in the mirror and see results, but then I look at Noom and I'm like, oh, look at me. I worked out 12 times at Live Method in 5 weeks. And, that's something I can say.
That's so cool.
So you should check out Noom. It's a customized weight loss training program where you put in your information. They tell you, if you tell them how much weight you want to lose, they tell you what you should do and how many calories to eat in order to achieve your goals. It's an easy 30-second online evaluation, and it shows you how much weight you can lose and keep off. It takes the agony out of food tracking with one of the biggest food databases available. Track your meal habits, visualize portion sizes, etc. All that stuff that's really mathematical and you can make mistakes at. Even if you're trying to be good, you can make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Noom is designed for results. Meet your resolutions by signing up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/toast. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/toast to start your trial today. Again, that's Noom.com/toast. Start losing weight for good.
I just said something. Oh, I wanted to let everyone know that we recorded another Patreon episode last night. We did a part 2 of our Steamy Lexicon because there was just so much we didn't get into, and it was really funny. I was literally in bed last night laughing at the whole treacherous Irish weatherman thing.
It was really funny. This episode is more of just backstories of things that have happened to us or things we've seen on the internet that have just stuck with us. And there is this one video, because someone asked, why do we use the word treacherous in everyday life?
You know, Jay, let them listen on the Patreon. Patreon.com/themorningtoast.
Oh my God, and when I went to go find the video, I was crying.
Me too.
The crust malina.
Oh my God.
I don't want to spoil the video for you guys.
Don't take risks on treacherous roads.
Don't swim in the sea.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Patreon.com/morningtoast. And then today we are doing an episode, you and I, about my wedding. So if you have questions about that, you know, how I've just remained a beacon of hope and positivity during a dark time, please join patreon.com/morningtoast. You join the Facebook group that accompanies it. You ask any question you want, and at some point, we will get to it. Mm-hmm. That's all we do is answer questions.
That's so true.
Okay, so busy day.
Busy Phillips.
We're going to recap New Jersey after we do the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. Okay, you know what? I need a sip. I just spoke so much.
Okay, I'll talk for a little. I'm feeling so hungover, and I wasn't even that fucked up. Actually, no, I was.
What time did you get home?
Not so late. I was in bed by 1.
Did Paris like her gift? Did she open it in front of you?
Okay, so Jackie helped me find a gift for Paris, because
what do you get the girl that has everything?
But when you say the girl that has everything,
you're
talking about
Paris.
Actually the girl that has everything. And so when we were at Bergdorf's, I got her the fucking cutest. One of the things we were talking about, the Judith Lieber one, but obviously those bags start at $5,000. I got the little tiny pillbox. And it was a cute little rainbow ice cream covered in crystals. It was so cute, and she opened it and she thought it was so cute.
Yay.
Yeah, it was good. I love giving good gifts.
Snaps for Elle. Okay, first story. Ariana Grande recorded alternate Thank You Next in case she married Pete Davidson.
Someone just told me this. Margot told me.
Well, I haven't read the story yet, so I look forward to hearing the details and what the lyric would have been, because it's, thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match.
Oh, here we go.
Wrote some songs about Tiggy, now I listen and laugh, even almost got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. So what could it have been?
And I'm getting married. I don't know.
What, maybe the article says.
Because Pete is an angel.
Because Tio's an angel.
He is.
That song is, it's an incredible song, but it's even better when you realize it's about Dr. Theo Fachemin.
It's even better when you realize you've been singing it wrong. It's not Thank You Next, it's Thank You Neff.
And I was going through our wedding band list, and I really want them to play Thank You Next, but it's a very inappropriate song to play at a wedding.
Oh my God, yeah.
But what if I could ask them to sing Thank You Neff? Thank you, Neff.
Your band is literally going to quit the day before with all your demands.
I have a few demands where it's
out of control?
It's I want them to play Bitch Better Have My Money. But that's kind of, they say bitch a lot, so I was can you just say snitch instead?
And did they say yes?
And no one, I didn't see any red flags, so I think I might have made it in.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So funny. Just a couple personalized touches.
That's very personalized.
Thank You Next accelerated the rise of Ariana Grande's already ascendant career. It was her first number one on the Billboard Hot 100, served as the launching point for one of Grande's most successful projects, and proved that a pop star looking to hip-hop for her inspiration in the streaming age could pay immense dividends. Was this written by CNN Business?
No, right, dividends?
During an interview on the Zach Sang Show, Grande describes how nerves about including the names of her exes on Thank You Next inspired her to experiment with different lyrics. We had 3 different versions of the song, Grande said. I'm super shy when it comes to pitching wild things, so I was is it insane if I name people and thank them directly in the song? Tommy Brown, a Thank You Next producer and frequent Grande collaborator, explained in the interview that all of the people in the studio knew the original version was the version they should use, but Grande needed to try different approaches. Ariana is careful not to mention Pete Davidson's name, but alludes to a potential marriage that affected the song. In my relationship at the time, things were up and down and on and off, and so I didn't know what was going to happen, and then we got back together. So I had to make a different version of it, and then we broke up again. So we ended up going with that verse. There's a version where I was getting married, there's a version where I'm not getting married, there's a version with nothing. We're not talking about anything, but we all knew that the first verse was going to be the version we ultimately went with. I spent a lot of time with each of those people learning and bleeped expletive. Oh, probably fucking.
Yeah.
Ariana said as she began to tear up, it was scary to put in a song.
Wait, but she's not going to tell us what the verse is?
Right, so now we have to infer. So, even almost got mad, and now I'm getting married. And for Pete, I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Theo.
Because he is an angel.
He was an angel yesterday. Maybe today he'll be a monster.
No, he's such a precious gem of a man.
Such a precious gem of a man. I want to put him on a necklace and wear him around my neck. He's such a precious gem.
He's such a precious gem.
I love him.
I love him more.
That's crazy to me because I love him so much, and I know you love him more. And so it's like, how is that even possible? You know, the heart, it expands. It's a muscle.
No, it's actually really crazy because I feel like I'm such a different person than the person I was without a dog because my heart is so full and big now.
Yeah.
I'm so much kinder, I think. He's softened me up.
It's crazy.
Bloody boy.
Also, you know what I was thinking about Ariana Grande? Because I was listening to a lot of her new music while I was in SoulCycle yesterday at the Ariana Grande themed ride. And like, it's very sexual considering she's like a icon for so many young girls. Like, there's so many double entendres. No, but she's always just talking about like even break up with your
That's what
ex.
I was going to say. Break up with your girlfriend is a little raunchy. You can hit it in the morning.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just saying. But I mean, she is like a 26-year-old woman, so what else is she going to sing about?
So you can hit it in the morning.
Right. But it's like, you know, her 13-year-old fans are, you can hit it in the morning.
No, totally. They're like, hit what, a pinata?
That's
Oh
always so funny. Just like 13-year-olds singing Bon Appetit.
Right. They don't even know they're talking about kneading someone's thighs like bread.
I can't with that song.
That song was so horrible. That was a really dark time for Katy Perry and like her whole camp.
There should be a Razzies for music, like the Grammy Razzies.
And just have Katy Perry hosted every year.
No, and like the worst songs of the year, because there are some really fucking terrible ones. Like that would have won for that year. Mm-hmm. But there are some really bad songs that people put out. They think that's like what
Swish,
the people want.
Swish, bitch. That one too is up there. Another one in the basket. Actually, I kind of like it.
I don't like when I hear Bon Appetit, like I get like I cringe.
And that video of her performing it with whoever's in it.
Oof. Bad stuff.
Terrible.
Okay, next story. The breaking this morning, I hadn't heard of it until I read the headline, so I don't know the story beyond the headline, so I'm just, reading it with you guys. Mandy Moore speaks out after alleging ex Ryan Adams was psychologically abusive in a new report. Musician Ryan Adams is facing allegations of harassment and emotional abuse by his ex-wife Mandy Moore and 6 other women.
The New York Times did a fucking number on Ryan Adams. They had Mandy Moore speaking. They had some messages. I don't even know how they got it. He's apparently been online in music, fandom chats, chatting with 14-year-old girls sexually for years.
Ew.
And what makes this whole thing weird is I'm a little upset.
At Taylor Swift?
Because I would have went my entire life not knowing who Ryan Adams was, not even hearing his name, who? But I did become familiar with him when he released an entire album that was he released in 1989, a cover album of Taylor Swift's entire album from front to back, and that's when I figured out who he was and became aware. I'm like, oh, he's married to Mandy Moore, but I could have gone my whole life without knowing.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I remember when that album came out and everyone was like, oh my God, Ryan Adams covered Taylor Swift. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, Ryan Adams. And I listened to it. It was fucking terrible.
I didn't even listen to it, but it's that's just a weird thing to do. Come up with your own songs,
and everyone's
weirdo.
So excited. And it's okay, you guys never talked about Ryan Adams before or after, yet you're so excited Ryan Adams has to be the one to cover this album.
Right, it's so weird.
I just love imitating other people.
Me too.
Ryan Adams.
Oh my God. No, same, honestly, though. Okay, so finish the article. What does she say?
You mean start it?
Yeah.
Mandy Moore is speaking out after a Wednesday New York Times story in which she and 6 other women accused her ex-husband, musician Ryan Adams, of harassment and emotional abuse. In the article, Moore, who has previously opened up about her difficult marriage to Adams, they wed in 2009 and divorced in 2016, said her ex-husband, now 44, took charge of her music career in 2010, 3 years after they first met when she was 23. The This Is Us star claimed he, quote, discouraged her from working with other producers and managers, but after writing songs together, Adams would, quote, replace her with other female artists when it came time to record the tracks. The actress also said he was psychologically abusive and belittled her musical abilities. His controlling behavior essentially did block my ability to make new connections in the industry during a very pivotal and potentially lucrative time, my entire mid to late 20s, she told The Times. Adams denied Moore's claims via his lawyer, saying her characterization of their relationship is completely inconsistent with his view. Of course it's inconsistent with his view because he's a monster.
Right.
A monster's view is always different than a regular
A monster's
person.
view is never consistent.
Quote, speaking your truth can be painful and triggering, but it's always worth it, she wrote on Instagram after the article was published. My heart is with all the women who have suffered any sort of trauma or abuse. You are seen and heard, quote, #sisterhood forever.
So the weird thing about this is that the New York Times actually had some of the messages he was sending people online, And while it said he like often alluded to sexual activities, he also said something really weird. He was like, one of the messages, and don't quote me, it's not word for word, but it was like, people are gonna think I'm like R. Kelly. Yeah.
When did he say that?
I don't know.
Recently?
I don't know. But it was just, the New York Times, I saw it on Twitter, made a quote card. And it was going around.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was Pittsville. But then that also is just like, so everyone knew about R. Kelly, because Ryan Adams is talking to strangers about it on Instagram.
Right.
Did everyone know about Ryan Adams?
I don't think anyone even knew Ryan Adams to begin with, you know?
Well, the thing is, it's like, and what the New York Times article said is like, he would like trade sexual favors for the promise of like career furthering.
Textbook R. Kelly.
Yeah, but like, what the hell can Ryan Adams do for you? I don't even know who he is.
No, I think I think Ryan Adams is like one of those people, it's either like you don't know who he is or you're a big fan of his. There's no in between where he's just like a celebrity who people, like a musician who people enjoy.
Right, but like R. Kelly telling people that like he can change their lives musically, like that's believable. Like he had the power to do that at a period of time. Like he made Aaliyah. Like he was very powerful and influential in music. But so if someone was like, Ryan Adams, if you do this for him, he'll give you a record deal. I'm gonna be like, I don't want Ryan Adams' record deal. What's his label?
Right. Okay. I'm thinking maybe Ryan Adams is like not a producer but a songwriter. Maybe he's like more of a behind the scenes.
Like a Ryan Tedder.
Right. I'm really confusing the two of them, but I'm on.
I just want to say I love Ryan Tedder so much.
Me too.
I think he's hot as hell. I think there needs to be a big steaming pile of justice served for One Republic. And so funny, I was literally talking about this with Margot yesterday. You know how those videos always pop up on Facebook, like random like interviews stitched together, like how cute are Anna Kendrick, you know, like annoying shit like that. There was one about Adele, whatever, and they had a clip of her at the Grammys and making her speech, and behind her was Ryan Tedder. And I was like, Ryan Tedder wrote on Adele's album? And then so Ryan Tedder, I Googled like Grammy nominations and wins. So he won for 1989. With Taylor. I didn't know he wrote that. He won for 25, Adele. He was a writer on a Beyonce album. He literally writes for everyone, like the best of the best.
No, he's unbelievably talented. I saw him this summer. They opened for Zac Brown Band, which was just such an interesting combination, but very in tune with what's necessary. And I'm obsessed with One Republic. Like, I can do, Alexa, play One Republic and listen to it for hours on end.
That's so smart. I've never thought to do it, but I just want to say, like, the controversial statement coming at you. Native is one of the best albums of the last 10 years.
I agree.
This is life in color. No, what's that other one? Something
like
good.
No other.
How does it go?
Spotify.
Yeah, put it on. Actually don't put it on for more than 7 seconds because this episode will get taken down. What is the song from that album that's like something good, something big? It's like,
hold on.
This is something.
Hold on. And you know what? I won't play it because you can sing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Better than the rest of them. Hold on. Where's freaking One Republic?
See, Justice,
by the way,
you can't even find them on Spotify.
I lived.
I did it all. Their songs are so, flexible. They're so transcendent. Like, they could be in car commercials, but they can also be, like, in the background of a video that's going to make you, like, cry. Or, like, they're just so inspirational.
Right. And then there's also Secrets, which has the most beautiful opening. You know it.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't ring any bells, but I'm sure it sounds something like that.
It sounds nothing like that, of course.
Okay, what is that song that I'm thinking of?
Okay, I'm on the Native album.
Can I see it?
Yes.
I feel like it's just,
You've got something I need. In this world full of people, there's one killing me. And if I only die once, hey, I wanna die with you. Ooh, beautiful.
If you listen to one song after us recommending a million to you over the course of the toast, listen to Something I Need by One Republic. It's a song, like, when you're listening to it, it makes you feel a bunch of things. The first is like, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna meet a man. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna reconnect with my sister on television. I have a lot of thoughts about Jackie Goldsteiner and her sister.
Right, same. Just a few others. Love Runs Out. If you ever watch anything on TGIT.
Yeah.
I got my mind made
it's
up,
like every
and
song
I
is like,
can't let go.
I'm going for a jog. Where should I go? Where should I run?
Ooh, I've been running.
Some of them are like, I'm in church, What's the song? When I was a kid, my grandfather was a preacher. Wow, this album, I didn't realize like
Counting Stars.
How much we listened to it. There was like a year where it was like what we listened to exclusively.
I remember it was my senior year in college, personally.
It's such a
and
good
it just
album.
took me through life.
What does the album cover look like? Is it blue with the colors?
No, it's that.
Oh.
The blue with the colors is this one, which is also incredible.
Yeah.
That's the Waking Up album.
It's just One Republic needs some justice. I think we should go to a concert.
Yeah, there's actually one coming up, and I'll tell you about it.
And what's so crazy about One Republic is like they have one of the biggest songs of all time. The one that Alesso did and made it into like, it was a slow song and he made it into something, yeah, it's like the beats.
Come on, dementia,
like,
pull
yeah,
through.
Sure. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, just give me a second. I got it. Hold on.
Come on. I'm going to search Alesso One Republic just in case you fail
Yeah,
us.
it's I want to say the word myself is in the title.
If I lose myself.
If I lose myself
tonight.
See, I was like myself. I have a good memory, kind of.
Also, Ali Muhajir just came out with the best idea of all time, that we need to release a Now Toast CD.
Yeah, and you know what else we're going to put on there? Some fucking Goo Goo Dolls. Justice for the fucking Goo Goo Dolls. Jackie saw the Goo Goo Dolls in concert.
I know, they came to Colgate, and you know what?
Everyone was probably
some
disappointed.
real icons came to Colgate. Goo Goo Dolls, we have this weekend called Spring Party Weekend where they bring in like a performer, but it's usually either someone on the rise or someone on the decline. So they brought in Goo Goo Dolls one year. One year they brought Avicii.
What?
So I've seen Avicii.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my God, do you know the story
One year
about...
they brought Shaggy. One year they brought B.O.B.
Oh my God, B.O.B.
And it was our sophomore year, so like we were just having that time. And then they brought, remember when you guys came, it was someone with
Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco.
Wait, that's so crazy. Lupe Fiasco was the only one I went to, and honestly, it wasn't lit.
No.
Like,
we
we were
had
all
a good
just-
time because we were being steamy,
We
but
were all just waiting for that one song,
right.
you know?
Green, like lights or something.
Whatever. That's so crazy. I can't believe you saw Avicii. You know, I never saw Avicii. I took a trip when I was a senior in high school to Puerto Rico, and like I was barely allowed to go. Like, let alone everyone was
Leave
going.
the resort.
Everyone was leaving the resort to go to a concert, and I was like, I'm not even going to ask because I know I won't be allowed. Like, are you kidding? Like leaving the hotel. I was like, I just gotten permission. Olivia wasn't allowed to go on that trip her senior year. Did you go?
No.
So I was the first kid allowed to go. I was just like, I didn't even ask. I knew I wouldn't be allowed. And everyone went except for me and my friend Alicia, because she also wasn't allowed to go. And now we just, we hold grudges because we never got to see Avicii live. Thanks.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I was going to say one more person that came. Oh, remember that DJ that we both used to be obsessed with, Jesse Marcus?
Yes.
Marco? He does all those mashups.
Yes.
He came to Colgate one time, and I was obsessed with him, and I told you guys, and you were like, oh my God, me and my friends are obsessed with him. We follow him all around the city.
Oh,
where is he
yeah.
now?
I don't know.
We should go see him at Marquee and
Okay.
bring Mrs. Hat.
Okay.
You're Mrs. Hat today.
Not just today, ladies. Every day.
Okay, next story. Prince Philip won't be prosecuted for the car crash that injured 2 women. You know, we never talked about that car crash on this show. But, it was a car and
But
it
he's
crashed.
a 98-year-old man who got into a car accident and is just fine.
Right.
So they say. I feel like they definitely have Prince Philip like body doubles.
Yeah.
But the 2 ladies, what happened to them?
So days after Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Philip is giving up his driver's license.
Wise decision.
So Prince Philip and I have something in common. We both don't have our license.
And we both are in love with the Queen.
That's true. British authorities said Thursday that the Duke of Edinburgh won't be prosecuted for a crash that injured 2 women. The 97-year-old husband of Queen Elizabeth II was driving a Land Rover near the royal family's Sandringham estate when he slammed into another car on January 17th. The other driver, a 28-year-old woman, suffered cuts to her knee, while a 45-year-old woman passenger in the car, which also had a 9-month baby on board, broke her wrist. We took into account all the circumstances in this case, including the level of culpability, the age of the driver, and the surrender of the driver's license, the Crown Prosecution Service said in a statement on Thursday. We have decided that would not be in the public interest to prosecute.
Jackie, he snapped her wrist.
And he's still her co-party.
I can't believe she was pregnant. That's terrible. Could have been so much worse.
She's pregnant. She had a baby.
No, 9 months pregnant. Or a 9-month-old
9-month
baby.
baby on board.
Oh. Is he okay? She?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems.
Yeah, I mean, am I shocked that the Crown has decided not to persecute the prince? Like, no, obviously. Nepotism.
The 98-year-old prince?
Yeah, no, it's like, you know how, like, if a really old or sick person, like, kills someone, they, like, don't prosecute?
Yeah.
I think that's, like, a nice law. Do you know?
It depends on the brutality of the murder.
It's just so, like, weird.
It is weird.
It's weird that that's a thing. Like, if you murder someone, but you also happen to be in hospice, you get off.
Yeah.
That's like, spoiler alert, in Desperate Housewives, when Karen McCluskey took the fall because she was on her way to hospice. I think she actually like died the next day, and she said it was her to get them out of the...
Sweetie.
That was so sweet. I loved that. That was like such a nice way to end her arc on the show. And anytime there was something bad happening or like the town was in danger, I'm like, Karen McCluskey's gonna be the one, like now's her time. Because she was like this old lady and she was sick in the beginning and then she was like healthy. So it was just like, when is her time? And she went out in a really, unifying way. She coexisted.
She coexisted.
No, she co-lived.
Okay, next story, if I can get there. Apple is targeting April to launch its new video service, but Netflix won't be a part of it and HBO is in doubt. Apple is targeting April to debut a new streaming product that will include original content free for Apple device owners and a platform to describe to other digital media services. HBO hasn't signed on to the service yet, but still may do so. Netflix and Hulu aren't expected to be part of the channel's service.
So, what's going on in the streaming industry right now?
It's the streaming wars.
Is capitalism at its finest. It's like they're all out here trying to make the best platform with the best content and the most reasonable price just because there's competition. And I love it. It's like as a consumer, it's like Netflix is like really slacking and I'm getting ready to fucking cancel.
Right, like when
if I paid for it, I would cancel. It's 11/11, make a wish. Justice for the girls, justice for the girls, justice for the girls, justice for the girls. Peaceful and happy, wonderful wedding weekend. Peaceful and happy and wonderful wedding weekend. Peaceful and happy and wonderful wedding weekend. Peaceful and happy and wonderful wedding weekend.
Where I look beautiful.
It's gonna happen. You don't need 11/11.
Kylie's closet, Kylie's closet, Kylie's closet, Kylie's closet. You have your scarf, you have your scarf, you have your scarf, you have your scarf.
Oh yeah, what should I wish for next?
Dream bigger.
Totally.
Hermes
Scarf?
crack, Hermes crack,
Yeah.
Hermes crack, Hermes crack.
What were we talking about?
Successful merch day, successful merch day, successful merch day, successful merch day.
No, I'm telling the story. What were we talking about?
The streaming wars.
Oh yeah, I'm just like loving the thriving. There's no monopoly. Like this is like when you were learning like in school, like what capitalism was, like what monopoly was, like in history
like
class.
the Rockefellers.
Yeah, like
the
this is it.
antitrust laws.
Yeah, like this is it. It's like everyone's out here trying to make the best product, and it's like every time there's like a glitch or a problem, it gets fixed because you don't want to be the streaming service with the problem.
Right. But Hulu is really coming up. Like now when I go, like I usually troll Netflix, watch a few trailers, can't decide what to watch. I then go to Hulu.
Okay.
And you know what? Hulu introduced me to the greatest Christmas movie I ever saw. It's called A Cinderella Christmas. And for them, and they had the Better Fire Festival documentary.
Yeah.
And they had a savage launch about it.
And
so,
they have integrity too.
And they fucking had Desperate Housewives.
That's what I was gonna say. So I only started using Hulu because Desperate Housewives.
And they had integrity too.
Right.
That's important in the streaming wars.
The Desperate Housewives is on it, and so now I go to Hulu, but I have a big problem with Hulu. It's just that their app isn't quite as navigatable or user-friendly. It's like, if you're watching something, you pause, like the TV, whatever. When you come back, they don't tell you where you were.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Also, they don't like tell me things I should watch. Like, I have to go, it's not, discoverability for new programming isn't great. Like, I have to seek it out.
I kind of like that. It's like Netflix is always suggesting trash.
Oh,
and then I get offended. I'm like, you think I want to watch this? You think I'm a loser?
You think I want to watch Ibiza?
Right.
Also, Prime Video is really, really up there.
Did I tell you I started Marvelous Miss Maisel?
No.
Oh my God, I feel like I can't believe I haven't spoken about it because everyone, the second it came out, do you watch Maisel? It's a girl, she's a Jewish comedian. Yeah. And for a while, I was just like, no, I don't want to watch it. Then they did a huge Instagram campaign and paid literally every single person in the world to advertise it, except for the Jewish comedian. And I was just like bitter about it. But then I was like, I got to see what it's about. When it won all the SAG Awards, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to watch it. And I saw Rachel Brosnahan deliver like a cute speech. And I was like, okay, even though I do think she's annoying. And I'm only like, I'm like halfway through the first season. And after the first episode, I stopped. And I was like, I can't believe so many people told me to watch a show. Furthermore, I can't believe so many Jewish people told me to watch a show because there is definitely an anti-Semitic undertone to the show. I'm going to put it out there. And I know Rachel Brosnahan's Jewish. Like, how can it be anti-Semitic? It's just like all like the Jewish stereotypes that they play off of, which are definitely like legit, like are real like things Jewish people say and do. But they exaggerate it so much to the point of like, okay, so it's like she has a newborn baby. And the grandmother is freaking out that the baby's forehead is too big, that she hates the baby because the baby's forehead's too big. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
That would never happen. A Jewish grandmother would
like,
never.
She doesn't see one flaw.
She wouldn't see one flaw.
The kid could be a murderer, but she'd be like, yeah, but look at his skin. It was just like, and it was just taking these stereotypes so far, and I was really like offended. I was like, this is bullshit. I didn't like it.
Okay, but you kept watching.
I kept watching just because the stand-up part of it, as someone who like literally just decided to get into stand-up just like the character does, like it's really interesting. Like the first time she bombed, she has like the sense of entitlement. She was like, the audience was terrible. And they were like, her manager was like, no, you were terrible. Like
apparently the manager is great.
She's a stinky brown noser with a hidden agenda. I mean, I can't believe that the principal from the Lizzie McGuire movie literally took 30 years off.
Miss Umbridge, what's her name?
Yeah.
Umbridge.
She's a sneaky brown noser with a hidden agenda. I mean, I can't believe and by the way, she's Jewish too.
Okay.
But her character, I don't think, is Jewish. It's just, the music and the clothes are amazing. Like, they really, I think, captured what New York was like in the 50s, I think it's supposed to be. And there's a lot of things about it that I like, but she is insufferable. Oh my God, the way she just like bops around, la la da. I want to kill her. There's characters that I like. Her dad scares me. It's just, honestly, I'm not hooked whatsoever. I keep forgetting that I'm watching it.
I've been told season 2 is better.
That's what Olivia said.
I do want to start it, but you know what? I mean, these days I'm really busy. Maybe I'll feel differently in a week, but like I don't have time for anything that isn't going to enhance my life and that I have to like suffer through in order to enjoy.
It's not even that I'm suffering through it. It's like when I go to my TV, when I was watching Desperate Housewives, I knew exactly where to go. It was muscle memory. Go to Hulu. I literally, days go by, I forget that I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, I'll watch an episode. It's not captivating whatsoever. I'm surprised that like there's such like a love for it because I'm really the person like who should love it.
Or maybe you're the person who shouldn't. Like, it's like you're too close to it,
maybe.
You know? And it's like anytime someone makes something like about your, like parallel to what you're doing, you're like, no, it should be this way, that way.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, no, I just think like they nail some things when it
like how like Kathy Hilton didn't watch American Woman.
Right, that's true.
I was just watching.
Am I Kathy Hilton?
I was watching the Beverly Hills reunion before
Me too.
season 1, so I was remembering all that stuff about the show. Like that drama's crazy. And then she was making another show about the actual drama that happened in the in the realty world with her family.
Yeah, and American Woman got canceled, right?
Yeah.
Sad.
So all that for nothing.
Yeah.
Actually, we watched a few episodes because we went to the premiere.
It was good.
It was really good. And now I have 2 sweatshirts from the premiere because I took yours. And I wear them all the time. And now they're a piece of history. So that's
cool.
exciting for me as a history major. 5th and final story before we get to the fun stuff. Meet the billion-dollar media investor behind Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop and Lady Gaga's beauty startup. And really the story here is Lady Gaga has a beauty startup?
Question mark?
Lightspeed venture partner Nicole Quinn talks about the controversy surrounding Goop and why female-led businesses are finally getting the recognition they deserve.
What's the controversy
Quote,
around
the
Goop?
strongest brands will stand the test of time. I think the controversy around Goop is that it's so like hoity-toity.
Right, but it does well, so who cares?
Yeah, but they like sell rocks for $17, or maybe that's Blake
Yeah.
Lively's site, Preserve.
Yeah, no, they sell like face masks for $300, but there are rich women in the Hamptons who need them.
Right, and you know what doesn't work because I'll do anything for a good face mask.
Right.
But a rock.
No, I mean, she is so funny and so smart. Like that conscious uncoupling thing, like was the most genius marketing thing ever.
Yeah.
And by the way, do you think everyone realizes Goop is GP Gwyneth Paltrow?
And what's the 2 O's?
No, it's just like her initials. So if you were going to say her initials, Goop, I think.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense as
That
opposed.
would, yeah. I mean, I have the worst initials, so.
Oh, okay. So this is an interview with this venture capitalist, Nicole Quinn. I would like to see her on Shark Tank, please.
No, I was going to say also she likes female led and owned businesses. Hi.
Oh yeah, that's really why. No, I really wanted to hear a lot more about Lady Gaga's startup, but you know what? This article is just way too long. I'm going to have to enjoy it on my own. They talk about Sophia Amoroso. Seems like a really great, clique of ladies who are just crushing it.
I need to get in that crew.
Yeah.
Bethany.
I think we have to work a little harder. Like, we're not there yet.
Yeah, no.
And
maybe,
I don't expect
maybe after
to
you
be.
get married, we'll have time.
And then I'll have the time to answer
Yeah.
my emails.
No, totally.
Maybe
like,
after this merch drop.
Maybe. We'll see. Merch. Okay, so that wasn't really a story, but
No,
whatever.
because like it's an interview,
Totally,
and
so
I really
long.
just wanted to hear about Lady Gaga's beauty startup.
Oh my God, I read the most interesting article in Esquire, I think it was.
Okay.
So they're doing this profile series on like just different people growing up in different like lives. I don't know. I don't really get what the series is, but they just profiled this like random teenager, Ryan something.
Margot Oshry?
17 years old, senior in high school, lives in like 30 minutes outside Madison, Wisconsin, like really like the middle of the country. And it was just like so interesting. It was kind of political, and I didn't really understand the whole political side of it, but he was saying, so he was outside the computer lab one day. He had like his life was shook up by this incident last year where he got in trouble. And the incident was he was standing outside the computer lab, standing next to this girl, and he was like fiddling with the door, like making an annoying sound. And the girl was like, stop. But he didn't. He kept going, just fiddling the doorknob. The girl slapped him in the face. He slapped her back in the face. And then he had to go to like a court, like not court, but like school court. And he got in a lot of trouble and it really shook him up. And he was like, if I was a girl, would I have gotten the same punishment?
No.
It was just an interesting article. There's getting a lot.
Did she have to go to school court too?
I don't know. But there's just, the article's getting a lot of backlash. And I was just like, I was following along on this Esquire series. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting.
Okay, well, share it in the group. So
I'm always sharing different.
And we can do, toast article of the week where
I
we
love
start.
sharing different content. It was such a long article. I was like, damn. And this girl had to go with him to Madison and then go to his parents' house, who like they're divorced. He lives in literally in the Ozarks. And I'm like, damn, this girl works hard. And like, she makes no money for this article,
Right, but we're talking about it on the toast, so hopefully that's a little justice.
It was just such a weird article.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
I'm sorry, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh yeah, we already spoke about Beverly Hills, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In depth. Even though like not that much happens, but we just really spoke about our excitement for what's going to happen.
But you know what I did do last night? I read some of the blogs.
I read Kyle's blog.
I read Teddy's blog. What did Kyle say?
Kyle said she explained the whole situation of the Tom Tom Daily Mail party.
What'd she say?
So she said that she received an invite to the Daily Mail party at Tom Tom, and it came from Daily Mail, so it's just their party. It happened to be at Tom Tom, but as far as she knew, Tom Tom wasn't open yet, and so she wasn't planning on going because she had been in Europe with her kids. By the time she got back, it would have been 4 a.m. their time. But she thought, you know what? Maybe let me just call Lisa and make sure that's okay with her, because she's the type of person I'm gonna get upset about that. She calls Lisa. I saw this party, Daily Mail, like, what do you have to do with it? And she was like, oh, no, darling, like, Tom Tom's not even open yet. It's a Daily Mail party, like, don't come.
We don't have space.
And so then she didn't. And then Lisa used it against her, and then that's why Kyle was like, I knew you were gonna fucking do this. Like, that's why she literally called her.
Good.
She really, and then she said, oh my God, this was the most interesting part. She was like, the Dorit dog, Johnny Vanderpump dog, I don't know what his name is, I'm gonna call him Johnny.
John, I think.
John. She was like, they really wanted to, they did this whole show and song and dance. They really wanted to talk about the story then and there and tell me about it. Like, even though Lisa was pretending, they didn't have to bring that dog out that day.
Of course.
All the dogs are in the back.
Okay, so Teddy said pretty much the same thing. She said two interesting things. One, she was just like giving us updates on her friendships with everyone, and she was like, I've really come so far with everyone except for Dorit, but like her and Kyle are like best friends. Like, they hang out every day. I thought that was interesting. Two, she said, my relationship with John was being so exaggerated. We're not best friends. She's like, I've literally spoken to him a couple times because he's Lisa's like representative.
Right, because they're doing a charity ride together.
Right, but for Lisa's narrative, it makes more sense if Teddy is
and
like
John
best
have
friends
their
with
own
this
relationship.
guy. She was like, please, that was so exaggerated. I'm just like co-workers with him. Then she also said, by now, if Lisa doesn't want something brought up, it doesn't get brought up. Like, that whole acting of, no, don't. She was like, and why would the dog be brought out on the exact day that we're all there? Do you know how many dogs there are that are there?
Right, and also if this dog has like a propensity for biting children, like, and they're bringing their kids,
And
like
Teddy bear
Portia,
kids, yeah.
like the dog actually shouldn't be there.
Couldn't agree more.
Lisa is a fucking actress. You know what? She should be nominated for an Oscar because you really had me fooled.
Oh my God, totally.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Legally Blonde, Vivian.
Oh.
When she sees
No, not
Callahan.
really. You almost had me fooled.
Oh yeah.
You
I'll get it
almost
right.
had me fooled.
You almost had me fooled.
Okay, New Jersey now. I am just...
My blanket statement for New Jersey, I just want to get this out there. Margaret Josephs is my hero.
Me too.
My hero.
I'm really struggling, though, when it comes to the sides. Because Jennifer, like, I love her. I love her house. I actually think she has a good marriage with her husband, even though everyone's trying to, like, make it seem like it's something that it's not. I think they just have, like, they come from a culture where it's like, you stay with your man, and they have, like, a good, respectful... I mean, they were out to dinner. Her oldest daughter is a good kid.
Yeah.
When she was so excited to be at the party alone, like, I was loving her.
She was so excited.
And she's, like,
it's
so
hard
calm.
when you have so many kids, like, for kids to feel special.
Especially
like,
the oldest one.
Her kids are so cute.
No, and I
want to babysit them.
No, I was loving the older one. Like, I was really just, like, impressed by her. She was very mature, and I just really liked her. I think she has a good thing going. And, like, everyone judges and makes comments about her arranged marriage, whatever. Like, even Melissa said that yesterday. Like, I don't know. I like her and her family.
No, I love her and her family, and it's so interesting to witness people who are different than us.
And doing it right.
Right.
Look at her house.
And you know what? Like, Theo came from the old country where this, like, arranged marriage just happened all the time, and, you know, people never got divorced.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said.
No, I just think they have a nice thing going on, and I don't judge. And it's just, she's so on the wrong side, and it's bothering me so much because I like her so much.
I can't blame her for being on the wrong side, though, because I think still, like, maybe now things have changed, but in this episode and where they were on the show, like, Margaret and Melissa, I don't think they really, like, get Jennifer yet, and they don't really like her. So even if she was like, I want to be on this side, like, they haven't even asked her to be.
Yeah.
Teresa and her, like, they both have, like, old school mentality, traditional values. So it's like, even if she went to the other side, she's not even welcome there.
That's true.
So I don't blame her for being on this side. And it's not like she's blindly following Danielle.
No.
And literally, what was so crazy last night was when Danielle said something to Teresa, you're Teresa Giudice. Nobody tells you who to be friends with and who you can hang around. And then she comes back in, she's like, nobody tells me who to be friends with and who to hang around. It was like literally watching someone be manipulated, and you know that Danielle is capable of it, and it's like, we just saw how that's done. First, she's talking to the girls. She was like, oh, you don't want her around? Okay, I won't bring her around. You guys like, yeah, okay. She goes outside. They don't want to be around you. You're Teresa Giudice. Nobody tells you who to bring around. She comes back in. Nobody's
Teresa
gonna
Giudice.
tell me who to bring around.
No, you're right.
And
I mean,
like it was so crazy to watch someone be manipulated like that in 10 minutes.
And I just have to say, like, I tried. I just can't get with Jackie. First of all, I want to say her mom looked so good. What that woman did to her mom's hair was magic. She looked amazing. That was a really sweet scene. I'm not buying this whole sister thing. I think it's really weird. In 15 years, the only time you're going to reconnect with your sister is on
when
TV.
you're on TV.
I think it's really weird.
I think it's weird, and here's the like. If it were Margaret reconnecting with his sister, it's like I'm invested in Margaret and her life and her story.
And she's been so open.
And or anyone, even Teresa, Melissa, going after pursuing a new sister. I care about these people. Like Jackie, I just met her.
Season 1.
I don't care about her estranged sister yet. Like when it's someone's incoming storyline, like. And you want us to care, one, about this person, and then about
your extended family.
15 years worth of backstory. Like, no, first I need to love this person in order to care about what's going on with them. And
That's so true.
Like, even Jennifer's storyline, like, it was about her brother's arranged marriage, but it was so interesting, like, her going to Turkey and all the culture of it. You know,
the cross.
But if
Who knew?
But so say you took out, like, that cultural aspect, and it's just her brother's getting engaged, and I'm watching Jennifer's brother get engaged. I barely know Jennifer. Like,
totally.
A first season storyline of someone's personal life has to be more interesting.
Not only that, it's like, it begs the question of like, why are you doing this? Why do you go on TV
Right, I didn't even
to
think
find
about that
your
yet.
sister? Like, weird.
My question was, why do you, Bravo, think that I care?
And my question is, don't you think this timing's weird?
And that's a great question.
I don't know. And it's so when she's like, and I should love her because I love Marge and Melissa. Like, I love them. I love their husbands. I love the whole thing. And Jackie loves it just as much as I do. She wants in. And she's defending Margaret.
She's on the right side. She says the right
but
things.
for some reason, I just don't believe it. Like, I don't know. There's something about her. And I really, like, on TV and off TV, like, love Margaret and I love Melissa. They've always been nothing but so kind to us. I'm seeing Margaret next week. Like, I love them.
You are?
Yeah, it's a surprise. I'll tell you later.
A surprise for me?
No.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
I told you already.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think, I don't know.
I just love her. Like, and I trust her. So they love Jackie. And there's something about Jackie that seems a little disingenuous that I can't put my finger on, but it's like she's sitting here saying, I'm gonna judge someone based on how they treat me, but also how they treat my friends, which is an excellent point. Just because you're nice to me but mean to my friend, I don't have to be nice to you. Like, I don't like the way you're treating my friend. And that's like a Housewives thing. It's like, are you nice to people because they're nice to you? Like, it was a smart thing to say.
She's a good friend.
And when she told her mom, she was like, Mom, I reconnected with my sister. Like, the whole thing was just like lacking genuine, like, feeling.
When it comes to the whole sister thing, like, I'm out on Jackie. When it comes to her having good judgment within the group, I'm in on her.
Yeah.
And I like her and her husband. I think they're very...
Her husband is so hot.
They have a really cute relationship.
Agreed. Her kids are cute.
They're
and
like
well-behaved.
a strong family unit. And that, I'd rather see more about that.
Same.
More about how she orders catering instead of cooking for her family.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, it's so cute. And her husband is so cute. And she does great glam. There's just something... I think she's just too self-aware and is trying to be too in control of the image she's putting forth, which you really can't on reality TV. Like, it's in someone else's hands. But even when she was here, I felt as if she had a wall up, you know?
Yeah.
She lets us see only what she wants us to see.
Right, but it's like, show us the other side. You know, we'll still love you.
Yeah.
I think the fans are very understanding.
Yeah. Jennifer's party looked so fun. Like, I just was thinking, like, if I was there, that's so my type of party. Like, not too crowded, gambling tables with fake money, like bar, pool, like, that's so my vibe.
So I really love her. She's come out so strong this season.
And that scene at Benihana was just hysterical.
And I might have said, like, she was my number one this season, but Margaret and her husband pushing Marty into the pool.
Not even, by the way, it was fully Margaret. Well, you know what was weird? It's like they had cameras on the scene the whole time. And they, like, cut out, like, the 3 seconds where you could actually see who was the person pushing him.
Yeah.
They, like, skipped.
It was weird. Yeah, I boomeranged it, and it went black for a second. Like, it was weird.
It's almost like the battery died for just 1 second.
Or there's something that they didn't want us to see. And then it was like, they push him in, but at a certain point, when you know you're being pushed into a pool, you jump because you don't want to, like, hit your head. Like,
yeah. Or you grab the person.
But then it looked like, the way that he falls into the pool almost looks like a pencil.
Yeah.
But that's not how someone...
No, you lean back.
That's not how someone could fall into a pool. It's almost like they pushed him into the pool, but they didn't get it, so they did it again, or something like that. I don't know, because the way that he fell in was like, because he was in the shallow end.
Yeah.
And I understand him, like, getting control of the way he falls into the pool, but he would never be able to be upright like that.
Something about the quantum physics of it all was off.
Agreed. And to me, maybe it was like they missed it.
Yeah.
And they filmed it again.
Well, so
but I don't know. That could be wrong.
Two things to say. It's just so funny, and I really can't wait to see the reunion because Danielle and Marty are divorced now. And not only that, she fucking hates him now. So I want to see how she's going to defend herself because they were a unit at the time. What Marty said was so vile and so disgusting, and what he said at Melania's was so vile and disgusting, he deserved to be pushed in the pool. And then again, your wife has no tits. I mean, just on a basic human level, what are you, a third grader? We're talking about the size of boobs, first of all. Second of all, Margaret has great tits, and they're real, so please, fuck off. Second of all, you're a grown man, you have children, and you're talking about your friend's wife's tits. Well, friend, but really? I was shocked. The fact that they didn't punch him in the face, and first of all, you can't speak about a woman that way, like as a man, in this climate and just in general, you can't. Second of all, you can't speak about an older, mature, respected woman like that. Like, it makes it so much worse. 3, a woman whose husband is your friend.
Right, like those are insults they would sling on Siesta Key.
Yeah, no, on the playground.
Right.
It's like he's a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
And it's like, Marty and Danielle have a real issue with Margaret, like truly. And when confronted, when Joe and Margaret are confronting him, like, you want to talk about my wife? And all he can say is
She's
the
so
reason
beautiful.
why they don't get along is because my wife's beautiful and your wife's not. Like, that's the best you have.
Not only that, Marty is a wealthy man. He must be smart in some way. Does he actually
I don't know about wealthy.
Whatever. Does he actually think in his brain that these 2 grown women are fighting because one of them is jealous of the other's boobs?
I don't know. But you know what? The way I saw Teresa get manipulated, imagine what Marty's been through.
No,
that was
totally.
just 10 minutes.
And when Margaret was here, she said something really interesting. She said, Marty's been sleeping on someone's couch. What did she say? And then the publicist told her to be quiet.
On her couch. Margaret was saying that...
Or Teresa said it. Teresa said it.
Okay, Teresa said that now Marty is sleeping on Margaret's couch because clearly Margaret and Joe have taken Marty's side.
In the divorce.
So not only have they forgiven him, but now they're like, taking up for him, harboring a fugitive.
Yeah.
The reunion is going to be so interesting because of the dynamic that Marty and Danielle are divorced.
And you know who's really kind of an interesting character? Is Dolores. Because she's friends mostly with everyone, but she doesn't blatantly just take sides because she likes the person.
No, that's like yesterday when we were talking to Melissa and you were like, it's Jennifer, Teresa, Danielle versus you, Jackie, and Margaret. It's like, you didn't even mention Dolores.
Totally.
Because she is a neutral figure. She's Sweden, but she also is like
she's the moral compass.
She's a vicious Sweden,
She's not even Sweden. She's not on either side, but in different arguments, she'll take a certain side
based
on what she thinks is right. She's like the moral compass of the show. And when I agree with Dolores, I feel like I'm on the right side.
Right, except the only time I didn't agree with her was when she was saying that Melissa should control her husband.
Same.
But I think that's because she'll always take Teresa's side
yeah.
because like it would be like me always taking your side. Like even if we went on a show together and you were doing wrong things, I would like when the cameras weren't rolling, I would tell you. But then in public,
we would never fight in public.
No,
it's horrifying.
No, but not even that. Like, I'm gonna have your back. Like, I'm never gonna like pile on.
Yeah, no, oh my God, no. And that's what I think the crux of the Melissa-Teresa beef is that they both expect the other to just automatically take their sides because of family, but they disagree so wholeheartedly on almost everything that it's impossible.
Right. Well, the things that they disagree on, when it comes to other people, if we were on a show and other people were fighting and you were taking one side and I was taking the other, I would argue with you about what sides we're on.
We wouldn't even argue, we would just like talk. I would be like, why do you think that?
Right. But so that's fine. We could disagree and stuff. But if you were arguing with someone, I would never take the other person's side.
No, totally. So the whole dynamic is very interesting. The reunion will be even more interesting given how much things have changed. Melissa told us yesterday that, I mean, I don't even think Melissa versus Teresa is like it wasn't a thing this season, really. They didn't butt heads that much. They buried the beef very civilly, but she said, Teresa comes for me.
No, it felt like there was something brewing at the beginning. Then when they went to Bimini, it was quelled by Joe Gorga, and then they got distracted because of the drama with the other ladies. But that initial nugget of what was brewing will now come out at the reunion.
I love Joe Gorga, and I love Joe B. I forget his last name. Benigno. I love the husbands so much, and the greatest line ever.
Your husband's in the pool.
Yeah, no, Margaret and Marty walking out. She goes, your husband's in the pool. She's like, who pushed my husband in the pool? She goes, me and my husband.
No, it's like Margaret and Joe are like the least gangster. Like, he's so small. Like, she's so nice. And the way they walked out of that party, it was like gangster season.
Me and my husband. It was just
I wish
so
from
epic.
There she walked out the door.
She did.
No, she got into a few fights along the way.
Yeah.
Talking to Teresa about how Danielle sucks. Like, she should have just gave Jennifer a hug and beeline.
So usually my life theory and the way I like to live my life is if someone does something to you and they're in the wrong, but you react so outrageously, it doesn't matter what that person said. So it's like, if you call me a bitch, you're wrong. But if I slap you in return, I'm out. So it's like Marty said some horrible things, but Margaret pushing him in the pool was this overreactive kind of dramatic thing to do. And normally my mind would be like, well, Margaret's now wrong. She shouldn't have thrown him in the pool. But you know what? I don't think.
It wasn't even enough.
It wasn't enough.
Because there's something about being pushed in the pool that's not a big deal.
No, it's not a felony.
No one gets hurt. If Joe then punched him in the face, this would be a big brawl. But pushing him in the pool is just like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
and
goodbye.
It's seemingly harmless, like his
but
watch.
He ruined his suit, Claudia.
All right, Men's Warehouse will go on, you know?
That was so, like, oh my God.
It was such a good
And you
episode.
know Danielle was like quaking about the watch. Like, she's like, oh my God, this is $10,000.
Yeah, and she's like, I can't sell it now. It's just such a good season. I'm so interested because Danielle really is at the crux at the very end. She is the reason for this whole thing, but she's not a full-time housewife. Is she going to be on the reunion the whole time?
No.
It's weird.
And it's like, is Bravo going to bring her back? Because without her, there's not that much drama. But it's like, when all the drama is able to be pinned on one person, it's not even that interesting. Because it's like, we all see.
So I actually had an interesting thought while I was watching because I'm like, wow, so Danielle really brought it this season. I think they're going to graduate, bring her to the next level of being a full-time housewife. And when we saw her, she came on The Breath last year. It was obvious that she was working towards that, and she was upset she hadn't been asked yet.
But she understood at the time that, okay, she needed to work her way up, at the fact that
she's now two seasons in a row.
Yeah.
But I think they're really smart to keep her as a only friend of housewife because she's so motivated to make it to the next level of actual full-time housewife that she doesn't stop with the drama. Like, she's bringing it because she needs to prove herself. That if she actually makes it, she no longer needs to prove, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's a wise decision just to keep her there.
Yeah, but man.
I know.
Wild. What a season. Thank you, ladies.
It was on. We crossed the line. It was on. Before we recap Siesta Key, a word from our sponsors.
Yes, you guys, because as you know, not only is it wedding season for me, tax season is coming up. One of the most important seasons and dreadful out there.
Dreadful.
But it can be less dreadful and less, complicated with TurboTax Live. They have on-demand CPAs and EAs that can answer your questions and offer advice. It's nice to have a helping hand, especially when it's tax season, and that hand is attached to a licensed tax professional. With TurboTax Live, you can talk to real CPAs and EAs on demand who can review your return with you before you file and make sure you get your maximum refund. They can even check your work line by line so you can be confident it's done right. Who knew confidence and peace of mind could be synonymous with taxes? Not me.
No, I didn't know that.
TurboTax Live with CPAs and EAs on demand. See details at turbotax.com. Okay, I made an error because when I said that when I was done wedding planning, I was going to get back to work. When I'm done wedding planning, I'm going to turbotaxlive.com and then I'll get back to work.
No, I know. I have to start printing out all my paperwork, and the hardest part about doing my taxes
is finding a printer.
Because as someone who is technically a freelancer, but now also a business owner and self-employed, I have very complicated taxes, and I usually need to print all my bank and credit card statements just for clarity, just to get myself organized, and I don't know where to print. And every time I need something printed here, it's one page, and I have to bother everyone about it. And my printing is 200 pages.
You gotta go to Kinko's.
You know what the most devastating part about getting fired from The Breath last year was?
Not having a printer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not having somewhere to ship all of our packages.
Not having a corporate card to put my UPS returns on.
Anyways, what else? Oh, Siesta Key.
It's getting kind of boring.
I can't, I don't have much to say. I love Juliet, whatever side she's on, I'm on.
Me
Kelsey,
too. That fight with Chloe and Kelsey was wild.
That was the most interesting part, and the fact that Paulie's a classical pianist.
Oh, the Paulie in the ponytail with the suit with the grandma. The grandma thing was so funny.
I need the grandma to move to the Key.
Yeah, it was definitely really sad when he was just saying, I have nobody, I don't know what I would do without you, grandma. It was really cute and sweet, and everyone has, a soft moment, but, I still think he's...
Too many offenses.
He's an evil loser, and I just can't stand him.
And, he started to say something sweet. He's like, everyone wants me to change, and I'm not going to change for anyone. But when my grandma's here, I will change for one night.
Yeah, the piano thing was so funny.
I was like, wow, he really respects his grandma for one night.
No, he respects his grandma for one reason. The money.
Right.
By the way, I didn't realize he had a $500,000 inheritance that he completely blew through.
But he has more?
No, but she just sends him money. She bankrolls his life. I don't know.
She must stop. Someone, I don't know if she watches Siesta Key, but someone needs to send it to her.
I'm sure she does.
But then she wouldn't be bankrolling him.
Totally.
And
what does he need money for? He just lives off of Alex.
No, but drugs cost money.
Oh, yeah.
Drinks, even when he's getting drinks with Brandon, drinks cost money.
Yeah.
Ponytails cost money.
Yeah, they do. That, biannual haircut is also expensive.
Yeah, and then like when he's like punching people, and then he has to get his like ribs
He needs
taped up.
Neosporin and Band-Aids. That's
Costs
like $10. Yeah.
You know, he needs gas for his cars. Costs money.
True. When he rolled up with the grandma, that was so funny. The grandma's a boss. I'm just so interested in the financials of it all. You know?
Yeah, because it's like
is Alex's dad rich because of the grandma, or is it different sides? Is he rich on his own?
I think he's rich on his own. Like, he's buying buildings. Like, he definitely was rich from the grandma and then used his, like, moderate amount of money, his $500,000 inheritance,
to build a business.
To build into a business. Like, he owns buildings in Siesta Key. Apparently, he's, like, the premier lawyer. You know how we have, like,
Celino and Barnes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the Celino and Barnes of the Key. Like, he's on all the commercials.
Yeah.
Like, he's I think the term is ambulance chaser.
So the show is so great for him.
Yeah. And he seemed, actually no, aside from that conversation he had with Alex in the car about how he could be like doing better than Juliet and pulling all this tail, he seems like a good dad.
Really? I don't know.
Why? They have like a really nice family. And
Totally.
the only time Alex is being a decent human is when he's around his siblings.
family. Yeah. Did you
And his
see?
mom is on point.
Okay, so there is a troll who's been trolling Alex's Instagram, claiming that Alex's little brother is actually his son.
What?
Yeah, and Alex replies to him, so that's the only reason I see it. Someone put it in the toasters, and I mean, it's obviously not true.
Isn't the brother like older than
I don't
him?
know. They said there's another brother who's Alex's son.
Then he would have to be like 3 or 4.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense. How funny is that?
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, but it actually, when he's around his family and the work that they do is like really cute. And when he was making a speech, Julia was smiling so much. It's just like all these people have moments of like being decent human beings. And it's like, why don't you just be like that year round?
No, it's like they have moments of being decent human beings. Alex sees Juliet, wow, you look beautiful, like incredible. Then I always have the hottest date.
I can't.
Why couldn't you just end the sentence halfway through?
That fight between Chloe and Kelsey was real. Why'd you let him come to her place of work though?
Why did Kelsey admit she kissed Jared? When Chloe realized that she had this information, and then Kelsey realized that she just gave it to her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, her steamy brow line
But
popped off.
I am with Kelsey on this just a little bit. It's like, it's just not Chloe's business.
It's not Chloe's business.
That's the problem with all these reality shows, especially Vanderpump Rules. They all get in each other's business, and they're fighting over the fact it's like, no, I agree with you, but get away, like, it's my business, fuck off.
Right.
Kelsey knows what she did was wrong, and she's gonna figure it out on her own, but she doesn't need Chloe blowing up her spot, making her look like a bigger liar to her boyfriend.
Like, Chloe is becoming an accountability coach when it's like no one hired her.
No, but Chloe's looking so good now on Instagram.
She's doing the most for the show.
Yes.
She is keeping the show moving, keeping everyone honest so that everyone's fighting. So, like, I understand why she's doing what she's doing, but it's like, on a friend level, it's like, please, like, do that to other people, but not me.
Yeah, it's annoying. I would be annoyed too. I hate when people are up in my business. Okay, so why don't you grab your iPad.
Wow.
It's 11:42 on a Thursday morning.
Wait, before we have to plug just everything that we're doing this weekend, because obviously you need to follow me at Jackie O Problems for premium wedding content. But
are you gonna go on private for your wedding? Yeah.
I am, because like you don't just get premium content doesn't grow on trees, and you don't just get to stalk me and not follow me. Like fucking follow me, because it's also premium content all the time. You'll be glad that you did.
Oh, you know what? Give me the stream for a second. Guys, we're gonna take some wedding questions for Jackie, because like this is the time.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm seeing what I look like. Oh God. So I had a question for you. What is going to be your social media strategy on the day? Do you have someone? Do you want me to be just taking pictures nonstop? Did you hire someone? Like, what are you going to do?
No. So my strategy is, I'll probably maybe do a few stories like from my phone of me getting ready, but I really don't want to see anyone to see what I look like until I walk down the aisle. Like, I want my guests to not have seen it anywhere else yet. So like, no one is allowed to like take pictures, like post pictures of me before we're getting ready. Like, because I really just want that element of surprise. Like, I've worked really hard on like curating my look, and I want it to be like a moment. And then for mine, I want to be able to post one thing that night. So hopefully I'll have like a picture ready to go that I can post and just like put my phone away.
You think it's going to be a picture of just you or you and Zach?
Just me.
I think so too.
Like, I'll have a ton of pictures
Love
of
him
me and
so
Zach,
much.
but
It's not
like,
about him.
And everyone has seen pictures of us. Like, it's about, everyone wants to see the dress and the look. And like, I'm going to give that to you guys, assuming I get a great picture. And then I think I might even leave my phone like somewhere else, because I'm not going to be on it at all. And then everyone else will be storing, so like you guys can follow. Or maybe I'll give my phone to like Birch or something, and they can story the party. But right now they're doing such great stories at Birch Event Design, just like getting ready for my wedding. They're getting me excited and like nervous and realizing how close it is.
Yeah, because they're like actually starting like building.
Right, and then you can follow all the scenes. And then I think after, you know, the day after, through the week after, I'll probably post like over 20 images from my wedding on my Instagram feed. And I just really am hoping that when like, that people, I need to like text all of the young people at the party and be like, these are the only Instagram filters you can use. If you like Aiden and Claridon, if you use Kelvin, like I will never speak to you again. Like some of the Instagram filters are so terrible. I just want to give like approved filters.
Okay, like if you answer every question that long, like we're never gonna get through all the questions that people are asking, and they're really good.
Okay.
This is from Allie Schurz. Can you give any details about your dress? Is it fitted, ball gown, blingy, lacy? Just give the people a tiny bit of hope.
Okay, is it fitted, ball gown, tiny, lacy? I would say it's kind of a little bit of each. It has elements of each. It is very, it's like kind of like princessy, but then it's not. And it's kind of ball gowny, but then it's not.
It's like modern ball gown.
Yeah, it's
Mall
very,
gown.
it's like modern traditional, you know?
Moditional. Hair up or hair down?
Both.
Are you doing a first look?
Yes.
What songs will play during the ceremony?
I've worked too hard on curating that set list perfectly that I'm not giving it away right now.
What's your first dance song?
Oh, should I say, like, isn't that like so private?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm not saying. Even though I'm sure you guys can guess.
Yeah, totally. What is your something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? Jewish people don't really do that.
None. Okay, something old. Let's see, what am I wearing?
Something old.
Maybe I'll wear one thing old. Oh, I'll definitely like borrow jewelry, like wear something of mom's that wasn't bought this year. Something borrowed from mom's, something blue.
Margot's eyes.
Margot's eyes, and something new, everything else.
Yeah. Are you going to go on a mini moon?
Yes,
Where?
still figuring out where. I want to go just somewhere in the U.S. I would even go somewhere like a ski trip or somewhere cute like that. But Zach like can't make up his mind. I would literally go anywhere.
Will there be outfit changes?
Yes, because like it's a long night and I got to get down.
How many?
I don't want to spoil it.
How many, what color, are you going to wear a lip kit? What color are you going to do on your lips?
You know, I'm really struggling with this because obviously I have my favorite lip colors, but like even in life, Zach and I like don't even kiss a lot because I get my lipstick on him. So I think for the actual ceremony, I'm going to wear probably like what I'm wearing now, like something really light.
Cozy.
For pictures, I'll wear like a matte, whatever color I really want to wear. But for the ceremony, like I want to be able to kiss him and not then he is wearing lipstick after for
the pictures.
So or you know what, or even I'll wear it for the ceremony.
No,
but it feels gross. For the ceremony, I'll probably walk down, and while we're up there, I will take it off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just have like one of those little Neutrogena. Now they sell 1-packs.
Oh yeah, perfect.
We'll get one. Will it be traditional Jewish ceremony, Orthodox, conservative?
Traditional, closer to Orthodox, but not totally so, like conservadox, but very traditional. I'm a traditional girl when it comes to stuff like this.
Sorry. Are you gonna wear extensions?
I think I might actually. And actually, a really fun tidbit about the extensions that I'm wearing and I've been wearing. This would be a fun time to announce this. But the extensions that I've been wearing and the extensions that I'm wearing for my wedding are actually part of an extension line that I'm coming out with in collaboration with RPZL. They're gonna obviously have so many great shades of red because like I represent all the redheads around the world, but they're gonna have every color and it's real hair. It's amazing quality. I've been wearing them. I've been loving them, and I'm gonna wear them on my wedding day, and then you'll be able to buy them.
And you know what you should do? Then your collab should become your own company where it's a nonprofit serving justice for redheads. Like you'll get the emoji, you'll get it taken care of.
The problem is though that redheads are such a minority. It's like no one serves them because like there aren't enough to support a business.
This is the final question because we are going to do a wedding Patreon Q&A right after this. So if you want to hear more about the wedding, feel free to join the Patreon. But this question is too important from Melissa Fuentes. Can you Fortnite in your dress, and have you tried? And what kind of shoes are you wearing? Because it's a very labor-intensive move.
Melissa, I'm so glad you asked this question. I can Fortnite in my dress. Yes, I tried when I was at the wedding salon. I have a video on my phone that I meant to send to you guys of they're hemming my dress, and I'm like, I can do it. So yes, and shoes are going to be painful all night, but I'm hoping that I'm so excited I have so much adrenaline that I actually forget.
You're not going to change into like sneakers underneath? No one could see.
Maybe eventually, but you know what? I'm one of those people at other weddings. It's like some people, when the flip-flops come out, they're the first ones on. I will wear my shoes until my feet are broken. I'm just like that kind of like old school woman where it's like a woman should be wearing heels until she can. But the way that I dance, that rule wasn't invented for the people who dance like I do.
Yeah.
So I really struggle with it. And if my feet break, I'll take my shoes off, but I'm going to try and wear them as long as possible because that's who I am as a person.
You know what you should do? You should make a spa appointment the next day because you're going to want your feet rubbed.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, maybe like an in-room Azil.
Ooh.
When I went to Mexico, I went to the spa, and me and Ben got massages, but I had a spray tan, so I was like being lame. And I was like, can you just do, it was an hour, so I'm like, can you do 30 minutes on my scalp and 30 minutes on my feet? It was the best massage I ever had. I'm never doing a full body massage again. I hate when they rub my legs. It's so weird.
And they rub my back for so long, it starts to hurt. Oh, I always tell them to skip my legs because I have such tender legs.
You bruise easily like a
Yeah,
peach.
no, it's like you can't even touch me here, let alone rub.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. So now, scalp, neck, and feet. The feet, I was snoring. It was amazing. It was just like the ocean breeze, and I was like,
wow.
And the sound of my snoring kept waking me up, you know?
I know, but you sounded like a sound machine with your snoring.
Yeah.
We've been sleeping with a sound machine.
So
It's
have
actually
we.
really nice.
Oh my God, are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh my God, me too. Ben has one on his phone.
Zach has one that he connects to his phone so he can like turn it on and off when he's in the other room. So I know when like I go to bed and he's doing something he doesn't want me to hear, he'll turn the sound machine on.
Like making a snack.
Right, or yeah, like popcorn or watching something loud, he'll turn it on, or when he wants me to go to sleep.
Right. Well, what sound do you do?
White noise.
Me too. Oh my God, that's so weird. Ben just started.
We should sleep together sometime.
Totally. Ben just started because Ben loves the air conditioning because it makes a loud sound. But sometimes it gets so fucking cold you can't turn it off. So now he has a mock air conditioning white noise app.
Yep.
And I do like
That's
it. I'm not
exactly
gonna lie.
where we're at.
And so when Ben was gone, I never sleep in my apartment alone because I'm usually the one traveling. But when Ben was traveling and I was home, I was so afraid, obviously. And my windows make this weird sound when the wind is really bad, and it wakes me up in the middle of the night. And it's like, oh great, there's a robber. So the white noise drowned out the sound of the wind and the like shaky windows.
And does Theo like it?
I actually don't think so.
That's so sad. Also, I'm so excited for Dr. Theodore Fichemin to come to my wedding. It's a great honor.
He's gonna join some photos.
Yeah.
We need to make sure to have lint brushes like everywhere because he sheds so much.
Oh shit, yeah. And you guys are gonna get some like great family photos. I'm excited for
I know. Did I tell you this? Or did we say it on the show that I'm retaking my wedding photos?
You told me, but we didn't say it on the show.
And then I was talking about it with a couple people yesterday because I wanted to know if it was like a dumb thing to do or like an extra thing to do, but I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm retaking my
Even
photos.
if it's dumb and extra.
I'm
do it.
retaking my wedding photos. I was so fat and ugly and I hate those pictures and I never use them because they're so ugly.
Perfect.
I should.
Great. Get a new
Great.
dress too while you're at it.
I think I'm going to. Like a cheap one.
Or a nice one.
No, it's like...
Or like, there should be dress rentals.
There is actually. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Or like
Okay.
if you make wedding dresses like, and you wanna let me borrow one, hit me up.
Are you guys ready?
What would you do if I showed up to your wedding in a wedding dress?
I would love you still. I'm just
You know,
that
a lot of
kind
weddings
girl.
that I go to, the sisters of the bride, if they're not married, wear wedding dresses. Because it's like, you're next. Oh, you know what you should do?
Oh, that's weird.
You know what you should do? My friend Anna did. I thought it was so sweet. You're not under the chuppah, you're not allowed to wear diamonds. So she took off all of her jewelry from the pictures and she put it in little pouches and she gave it to all the single bridesmaids. And it's like a good luck thing. So like you should give your ring to Margot. Just let her wear it down the aisle.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that
okay,
cute?
I will.
I thought it was really
that
sweet.
Snitch will steal it.
Totally.
I have something exciting to say, which is that shopmorningtoast.com is live right now.
Shopmorningtoast.com. Let's wait until we get our first order. And then let's say her name and read her address. No
Okay.
kidding.
No.
Or he.
Yeah, no. First person to place an order gets a shout out.
No, first person to place an order gets a free sticker.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, yeah, actually, we could do that.
First 5 people. We'll tell Zoe the orders.
Okay.
To throw a sticker in. Okay, head to shopmorningtoast.com. We have new pop sockets, new notebooks, new shirts, sweatshirts. We have clothes for babies. We have everything. So if you go to shopmorningtoast.com right now, you're one of the first 5 people to place an order. We will make sure you get a
Website
special,
is live, no password.
No password. Shopmorningtoast.
I'm going.
Actually, I want a free sticker. I want to be the first one to place an order.
Yeah, same.
What are you going to get? I'm definitely going to get the race car shirt. I'm going to get another sorority sweatshirt. I don't have a child, but we should make dog clothes next time.
But dogs are all different sizes. That's really hard. At least babies all start the same size.
If we made a shirt that said Theo's mom, would people wear it? Or it's like if your dog's not named Theo?
Or what if we made a shirt that said Antonichas? Because a lot of people are ants.
You let us know. Also, a lot of the stuff that we created is because people requested. Like, I think someone requested a bumper sticker. So you guys let us know. Like, do you want more drinkware? I feel like that's so basic. I don't know. What's cool in merch?
What we're doing is what's cool.
Yeah, I think next drop we're gonna do some like makeup cases, some sleeping masks, some more like glamorous stuff, I think.
Very exciting. Yeah, this is just more steamy vibes merch and more like fashiony stuff. I love the old Morning Toast.
English,
I
yeah.
feel like we're Taylor Swift.
No, we're Pablo.
We're Pablo,
We're
right?
Chilop, the life of Pablo.
Isn't that weird? They both had the same sort of merch.
It wasn't just them two, it was like the world.
Right.
Did we get any orders yet?
Everyone said that they're ordering.
Okay, it takes a while to put in your credit card information, I guess. But like,
Oh wow, yeah, we already, yeah, we. Oh, sorry, it was updating it. We
okay,
already
so
have
who are the
15.
first 5?
Oh shit.
Screenshot them so we know.
Hold on. Orders.
We're gonna say your names.
You all.
You win a free sticker.
Okay, the first 5 were Chelsea Lolacono, Erica Laliberti. Sorry, Oh my God, those are from the old stuff. Sorry.
Sorry, guys, start over.
Alicia Stewart, Cami Beveridge, Stephanie Kristen, Alexandra Reinhart, Hannah Barger. Parker Bone, I'm going to give you a shout out as number 6 because I recognize you and all your support.
But no cigar, Parker Bone. We hope you guys like the merch. Make sure to tag us in your pictures. It's all pre-order. You get 24 hours till tomorrow. Unlimited stock, order as much as you want. Nothing's going to sell out. It'll come in 2 weeks. Let us know. Tag us. #merch. And that's it.
Wow, a lot of orders. Thanks, guys. We love you. Next time I see you, I'll be a married woman.
Sadie,
follow me at Girl With... Why do I always do that? Because you know what? In my head, it goes, follow me at Girl With No Job, and then I always say at Jackie O Problems.
Do.
No,
okay, so plug your thirst, and I'll sing from the background.
Follow me at Jackie O Problems from premium content all weekend. I am like the wedding weekend. I'll be having a lot of bridal looks before the actual wedding. Not bridal looks, but just bride kawaii. If you want to know what kawaii means, patreon.com/themorningtoast. I tell the whole story of how I really got into being, the kawaii girl that I am. At Jackie O Problems, at Pup With No Job, at Claude With No Job, at Girl With No Job, at Marg Oshry, at Olivia Oshry, at Boy With No Job, at Ben Sopper, and then you can follow some of my wonderful vendors who will probably be posting premium content as well, at Anthony Vasquez, at Birch Event Designs, at Mikey Russo, my wedding planner. It's just going to be a great, fun-filled weekend.
Also, I wanted to end it on a note about you, so you're going to have to say something else, but... because I wanted to say something about myself. I went shopping yesterday.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something about me.
I went shopping yesterday because there's pre-wedding festivities, Shabbat, all that stuff, and I bought a dress, and I just think everyone needs to know I was a size small.
I think that's also a great note to end on because small season.
Small life. Okay, shopmorningtoast.com. Merch, bye.
See you on Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.